Look, have fun with a smiley face out of Guru. He's very chipper and chirpy today. Let's see if he's still going to be smiling as the proxy kicks in from uThermal in the early stages of the game. He is the blue Terran player to the bottom right-hand side from Team Liquid. uThermal. And to the upper left-hand side is going to be our green Zerg player from True Esports. How will he deal with this proxy play out of our Terran player? The one and only Guru will be showing us what he's made of during this best of 5 and what his defense is like in these early stages. It's going to be exactly what uThermal did early in the tournament when we saw him playing against Solar. Proxy with no gas. Marines, Marines, Marines is going to be the way he's going to play in these very early stages. So 2 racks already building on up. Now, Guru is starting to send this Overlord out. It is actually sent out to this location, which is, well, initially very nice. He's going to continue to send it over here and just check this sort of direction. So he is going to see the barracks, but not very early. It's not going to be so early that, you know, he'll get like maybe a few seconds head start on building lings or building spine crawlers defensively and things like that. But that's about it. You know, it's not going to be a kind of a huge difference here in terms of if he spots or not. I guess it'll stop uThermal maybe kind of stacking up a few Marines before he really commits forwards. So yeah, I guess it will give him maybe more than a few seconds. It'll give him about like 30 seconds to 60 seconds head start compared to usual. So he comes in, he's about to spot this now, and Guru will confirm what is going on. So he sees what's happening in these early stages. We can see the depot coming down. uThermal will be able to target that Overlord though, and probably won't get the kill. Not enough Marines and not enough damage before it gets to the high ground, where he will lose vision. So I'm just going to be seeing the second ring, going to be coming in from uThermal and just going to be having a look to see what else he can get done. He is going to push that to the high ground there, loses vision, and now he moves on forwards. Now, Rotron comes up immediately from Guru's. There is a good example of how he can react to this a little bit earlier than usual, putting the Roaring down almost immediately here. Now, as we're going to be seeing these Marines just going to be slowly picking away on the natural hatchery. A couple of Lings thinking they're coming down the ramp. Not going to happen just yet, though. I'm just going to be seeing those Marines continue to trade. A couple of Lings taking a little bit of damage. They shouldn't get up to the high ground at all, though. There should be something that uThermal can more or less deny here fairly safely. As we're going to be seeing SCVs pulling in, they're just going to be looking away at a couple more Zerglings. We're just going to be seeing these Lings getting taken down nice and quickly. So Lings getting taken down nice and quickly, and we're just going to be seeing the Marines continue to move forwards here from uThermal, just already kind of getting into a good position. 5 roaches on the way up, which makes this a lot harder, but uThermal's already doing good damage, you know, continuing to move forwards now. A couple of drones already going down. There's the roaches. uThermal has to start backing away, and I just think Guru sort of has enough here. The roaches make this so much more hard, so much more difficult for him to fight against, and you can just see that the Marines are getting cleaned out. So uThermal sort of runs out of steam, and Guru will clean on up. uThermal's SCV is going down as well, and he'll just have to keep on gathering Marines now. 18 drones to 12 SCVs. uThermal has a mule as well, so he's just... Oh, no, he doesn't have a mule. It's no, very committed, obviously. So no orbital. So no mule. Roach is moving forward, so you're going to try and pick off Marines as they pop out, and obviously that's going to be problematic. uThermal more or less forced into fighting here, because he can't really stick around and just let the Marines kind of be picked away at. He's going to try and take high ground position. That's nice. It's a cute little move, actually, where he will create a bit of a better engagement for himself. This depot going to start burning down, though, and that's 100 minerals he can't really afford to spend right now on anything other than Marines, I suppose. So we're just going to be seeing these Marines gathering together. And we're just going to be seeing more and more Marines popping out over the next few moments here. So more Marines popping out, and we are just going to be seeing these Marines continue to join up. There's the depot going down, so has depot at home instead. What is he? I mean, he has to attack again, right? That's the problem for uThermal. He can't just sit back, go home, macro. He's not in that sort of position. A couple of Ravagers getting mixed as well, giving you that extra range. We talked about it against the Reapers earlier, but with the Ravagers now, they're just going to be able to sort of very easily sort of kind of defend, I guess. I mean, they have that extra bit of range. They can kite the Marines a little bit more easily. Guru knows this is continuing to be all in, so he just has to keep making units, and here we go. uThermal moves forwards, and he will get rid of the Corrosive Bowels quickly. Gets rid of one Ravager. The other Ravager goes down as well. Roaches are dropping pretty quickly, man. Guru, has he just overmade drones? He is on 26 workers, which is a fair amount. The Marine count's starting to fall. Queen's coming in to defend as well. uThermal's still trying to fight this with everything he can get at this point. 4 more Marines coming out at a time. 3 more roaches now being made from Guru. uThermal has to go now, I think, before more units get out already. There's just going to be seeing Queens and Roaches trying to push this away. uThermal pulling over to the right-hand side for a couple of moments, and just going to be seeing the Ravager getting targeted down as well. The Roach going down to Ravager and Roach full. Queen going down as well. The Marines are still making a fight out of this. 6 more Roaches on the way. As more Roaches come up, this should just be enough, though. You can see uThermal knows he has to commit in. He has to do something. He has to do it now. And the Marines will go down. He's going to try and target a drone or two. 2 free drone kills isn't going to make the difference. He is going to tap out as well. He knows it isn't going to make the difference. GG. And that is Guru taking game into the best of 5 series. And it is to the top left-hand side of the map, the player who is trailing by a game right now. Our Bloody Terran player from Team Liquid. Let's hear it for uThermal. And to the upper right-hand side, our Red Zerg from True Esports. Let's hear it, guys. If you're cheering on the one and only Guru. Actually, I think he got called out for some BM behavior or something. He tweeted out today or something. He's maybe forced by his team to apologize and tweeted out that he's going to be better behaved from now on. Allegations of stream cheating and stuff like that or something. I don't know. I don't know what it is, or maybe just BM in general. I mean, he has been known for stream sniping anywhere and stuff, I guess, so I guess stuff like that. We're all doing good in the chat. We're all doing, we're all feeling alive. We're all feeling good. I hope so. Again, thanks very much for tuning in. Do appreciate you all dropping by this evening. Got so much stuff to do. I've actually got like a massive list of things I still have to get done, like today probably. Well, not necessarily today, but some stuff I definitely want to work on today a little bit. So, gonna make sure to get some of that done after this. No rest for the record. I've been working all day long as well, actually. I've had a busy day of getting some things designed. I was doing some designs earlier. That reminds me, I've got to design something else. Sorry, I know I'm being very annoying by just stopping to write things down, but I'd rather write it down than forget. Gotta keep that WardiTV content going, yo. Busy, busy, busy. As we do set up into this second game of the series. Well, I mean, it's one of those spawns again, which is going to be favouring our Terran player in the early stages, or beneficial for our Terran player in the early stages. It'll play the horizontal spawns, this time not vertical, but horizontal. Arguably even nicer for the Terran player, very easy to push into the high ground on the top side, and also still able to kind of push through the centre towards this base which Guru just took, so it's an interesting one. It's never fun to play kind of Frost for a Zerg player in non-cross spawns, or as fun to play as Frost as a Zerg player on non-cross spawns. As we're just going to be seeing this Reaper pulling back to the upper watchtower here. I mean, early build order is very similar from what we've been seeing from uThermal all day long on Frost, which is to just play the 2 racks opening into the medevacs and so on. So we're very much so expecting to see this. We sort of know how he's going to follow up as well, I think. He's been following up all day long with the double engineering base, so any reason to change that up now? Well, no, not really. Just keep on doing, keep doing what's been working, really, because it did put him into a good position against Solar. It did pretty much just win him in the game against Cham. So it's been working so far, just keep at it, I guess. And what is up, everyone in the chat? Hope we're doing good. What's up, Winter Silverbot saying hi. Who is this Wardy guy anyway? Thanks as far as it goes. Make me feel bad, why don't you? What's up, Zerglin Pool Party and Lib coming back from his AFK as well. Maria in the chat, how you doing? Is this the grand finals? It is indeed, Blue 1002. Your name stumped me there momentarily. Got me to pause and think twice about what it was saying. Just gonna see this Reaper just gonna back away. A few Zerglings coming in, just gonna nibble or 2 off on that. So Reaper backing away and just going down south. So Reaper backs down to the bottom side, and now a few Zerglings gonna take the watchtower for a few moments, and it's gonna continue towards the upper left, I guess. Marines already sat on the ramp here. So Marines already sat there, and again the Zerglings just gonna be coming in from Guru, who is, if you can find an SCV kill, then great. If not, then, well, that's that. I mean, his scouting is very limited, and he only really saw there the few Marines that came and showed themselves to defend, so he doesn't know exactly what this is just yet. Although I'm sure he has a pretty good idea, considering he hasn't... I mean, it could actually be a fast 3CC. That's something he hasn't really confirmed or denied yet, so he doesn't really know exactly what this is at all. And in fact, he's on 48 drones and making 8 more with Burrow as well. Maybe he thinks it is a third CC because he only saw 4 Marines on the natural. Oh, this could be a massive misread by Guru. You know, 60 Marines drop into your 50... Is it 40 Marines in Widow Mine? Yeah, so 40 Marines in Mine drop into your main base when you have 4 Lings and 5 Queens. Guess what happens? You kind of die. Stim finishes in a second, and that is just going to be Guru losing 1 Queen immediately. He just doesn't have the Lings. He's got 28 more in production, but already 1 Queen down. The thing is, the Lings are going to get picked off as they pop out here, and that's a major issue too, and Overlord going down as well. And uThermal just targets down the spawning pool. Well, that's a fantastic way to slow down further production, make his follow-up attack even stronger, which is going to be with a couple of Hellions as well. Interesting thing to add into the production tab, really just saying I'm going to keep on trading, keep on fighting. As we're going to be seeing these units moving down the right-hand side, and uThermal just going to be unloading just to the right-hand side at the moment. So just going to be seeing these few units just unloading to the right, and just going to get ready to stim on in once again. See what else is going to be going on, see if he can keep on trading. I mean, without the Queens here, he can trade very nicely. However, just a few too many things, not a good enough choke point. So lifts up and backs away, and, well, uThermal will just go attack again, I think. He's actually added on the double engineering bay, but no third command center. So he's just going to go for this double engineering bay, double upgrade, armory, so Hellbat-based timing. Oh, man, and after doing so much damage initially, considering he killed the spawning pool and whatever else, like, well, that's a pretty good way to slow down Guru, honestly. He denied some mining time as well. Queens were denied injects on the main base for a little while. They were chasing the medivacs down. I'm just going to be seeing some more units gathering up in towards the top side of the watchtower. So, a few medivacs going to unload shortly, and we're just waiting for the armory, and probably +1/+1, right? 14 seconds away. Doesn't really make a lot of sense to not wait for it. I mean, pushing in now is fine, because it's going to kind of take place or start up or finish during the engagement. As we're going to see uThermal, he gets in position behind the mineral line. Very hard for Guru to fight this as a choked up area. His own 1-1 isn't finished yet either. He's losing 13 drones already. I really just feel Guru just didn't realize what this build order was for way too long. I think he just thought it was a 3cc because he only saw 4 Marines on the low ground. And so it completely caught him off guard. There's the GG. Guru will type on out, and uThermal will take game number 2 and tie this series up 1 straight in game, not waste any time. Actually, I just want to very quickly check how many subs are we on. 134. Wow. That's crazy. Twitch Prime hype has been so real today. How far can we push it? We've got 2 games left minimum, 3 games maximum. Can we hit 135? I think that's 1 sub. Surely we can hit 1 sub. If I challenge you to hit in 1 sub, can we do that? Could we get 6? Probably not. I think 6 is probably pushing it a bit too far. Let's see if we get 135, a nice round number. Well, not round number. It's an okay number. I mean, I don't know what makes 135 better than 134, but it's just a divisible by 5. But hey, it's not divisible by 2, so why is that any better? Thank you so much, everyone who has been subscribing today, of course, whether it's been through a normal subscription or whether you've been using your Twitch Prime free sub to use here on the channel. Obviously appreciate that you guys think the channel is worth using your 1 free sub a month to subscribe to. Appreciate it. It's nice to see, actually, so many of you subscribing. I mean, I obviously expected it to fit, a few subscribers, but, well, I think I'm surprised, honestly. 13, 14, I think is, oops, very sorry for that. I think it's very much higher than I expected. I thought, like, maybe 5 or 6. 13, 14 is pretty insane. That's, well, we're about 6 off having the most subs ever in a day. So that's pretty sick. Anyways, let's introduce our players. To the top left-hand side, our blue Terran is Team Liquid's uThermal. He plays here against the green Zerg. To the lower right-hand side is Guru. So we set up into this, and we're going to be seeing this Reaper just kiting around against these Zerglings for now. We're going to be seeing a drone going down here, so a drone goes down pretty swiftly, and actually a Spore Crawler just has to cancel. Spore Crawler will cancel there, and Reaper keeps on moving around to just see what's up and see what's going on. 2 workers killed, though, pretty nice. He's going to go to the same build order as last time. I'm intrigued because it's one of those... I'm just intrigued to see if he maybe follows up differently, maybe a tank drop or something like that. I'm interested to see. Thank you very much, CJMC Nichols, who's just subscribed with Twitch Prime. So, okay, you guys can very easily hit 135 subs. You did it before I even challenged you. Okay. Okay. I get it, guys. You literally read my mind. Thank you very much, CGMC Nichols. Can we get some love in the chat, please? Let's throw some SCHI hearts in there and show some love to our sub. So can we hit 140? I don't think so. Prove me wrong, I dare you. Guys, we're just going to be seeing this Reaper continue to scatter around. A couple of racks are up, and Stim is on the way. We're going to be seeing the starport is going to be finishing up here very shortly as well. The reactor currently building on the factory too. And, yeah, I mean, Stim pack about halfway done, or going to be halfway done very soon. The starport going to lift and going to be dropping onto that reactor as well, I imagine, momentarily. There we go. Starport going to drop onto the reactor, and, yeah, looking good so far, looking good. A couple of medevacs on the way out, and just going to be seeing this Reaper from uThermal just backing away towards the center of the map here. So, Reaper from uThermal going to back away, actually going to loop around the right-hand side. Zerglings of Guru are continuing to work their way through these rocks, so continue to work his way through the rocks, and we do see the Reaper is actually going to be dropping up in towards the main base. So, popping up here in towards the main, a couple of Lings and a Queen going to push this away. And, well, that's nice. That Reaper is going to take a little bit more damage, but stays alive too, and that is important if you want to try and go into maybe this double drop from uThermal. If a Reaper can join up with it, it can add so much. It can also just harass elsewhere at the same time. Just before this does begin, and we do get caught up in this action, thank you very much, Shiftix, who subscribes with Twitch Prime as well. Thank you very much. Some love in the chat, please. I've not seen enough SC tryhards in the chat, so guys, get on it. Show some love to our subs. Get that sub hype going. You're being very lazy right now. Get on it. Go, go, go. Marines are going to be moving forwards here, and the Queen's going to take some damage. One Queen going down already. Queen's not in range to target down the medevac, so actually uThermal taking a good trade, re-engages, pulls back again. Queen's still not targeting the medevacs here. Now the medevacs will boost away as the Lings, though, still going down. Marines being traded. 8 Marines for 21 Lings. It's a fairly even trade. Reaper in the main base, having the time of his life, though. Up to 7 kills on the Reaper? What? Wow. Well, that's crazy, and the Ling's being distracted by that means the Marines come back in, they pick off 2 more Queens. Wow, this is the damage just going all over the place right now. uThermal, this is the power of the Reaper, man. Even if you just use it to harass elsewhere, it can create opportunities for the drop. Really crazy stuff. We're going to see the Marines just unloading here towards the center. More Zerglings joining up in the center of the map as well from Guru. I'm just going to be seeing all of these Lings just having to think about where they want to go. Slingers going to come up to the top side and see what they can get up to. Going to be starting to work their way through the supply depot there. And I mean, not really much to be done, honestly. uThermal has units back at home, and he's actually going to start loading up into medevacs to reinforce this attack. So, having picked off a good few Zerglings already, and a few Queens as well, and a few more Zerglings as they go back home, sets them up nicely to maybe attack once again with another few medevacs and another few Marines. So, I'm just going to be seeing the Marines just unloading once again, and well, I mean, actually there's 4 Banelings morphing in. The thing is, slow Banelings don't help too much against this. It does force the Terran player to pull back and target fire a bit more easily, though. So, I mean, obviously you can have micro mistakes. It's just a bit scary, and more likely the Terran player lifts up and evacuates rather than continuing to fight when Banelings are rolling into your face. Third CC is up this time around from uThermal, though, so a bit of a different opening, changing things up from that Hellbat attack we saw in the last time around to kind of finish up after the initial attack did so much damage. I'm just going to be seeing a couple of Liberators from uThermal just going to be moving out onto the map in towards through the center and seeing what else is going on. He's going to be pushing through and just going to be lifting up into the medevacs there. I'm just going to be seeing them back away to the right hand side, and just harassment around the place. Double Liberate will siege up this mineral line, and that's going to be a few drones going down because Guru doesn't realize it just yet, and he doesn't pull his drones away still. Wow, 7 workers killed. Guru taking so much damage here already. I'm going to see these medevacs going to be coming up the right-hand side and try and drop into the main, but Ling's already in position. Liberator is still in location here, and they are doing an okay job of trading. They'll get 1 Queen kill, no transfuse to keep it alive there. The other Liberator unsieges and backs away. I like that, actually. Leaving 1 Liberator sieged, knowing that one of them is probably going to go down. And the other Liberator just unsieged, knowing he's going to be able to get away in plenty of time. So yeah, I mean, +2/+2. Just going to be continuing to come up here from uThermal. And yeah, just SCV is going to transfer over towards the 3rd base. So SCV is going to just move over in that location there. I'm just going to be seeing Marines are going to be unloading in the main/natural, or in the main/3rd. And seeing what else is going to be going on. Baneling going to go down. Just about getting caught. And Liberator's been annoying again. Even killing Lava is a nuisance. And, well, drones are in range again. And, oh, Liberator's going to survive. He does indeed. Marine's still just dropping, finding some openings, continue to trade. Single Marine just going to be left over here as well once again. And Just going to be seeing more Marines, a couple more medevacs from uThermal joining up just outside of the natural expansion between the natural and third base. I think it's going to run in here from Guru as Marines in a really nice little position behind that refinery there. Behind the geyser. Sorry, not refinery. Refinery is what the Terran players build. Behind the geyser, that's a cute little position. And this is the thing, uThermal just keeps finding these locations to abuse. And you're going to see once again here a Queen going to go down before we see a transfused 2 Queens go down. I'm just going to see the Liberators continuing to pick up damage. uThermal is already 20 supply ahead, and well, Guru actually has money in the bank, but I guess he has no lava because he's just losing Queens and unable to keep up with the injects while he's being attacked all over the place. Another Queen goes down as the Liberator will now be unanswered in the main base. There's no Spore Crawler here. That's interesting because I actually thought he was building a Spore Crawler here before when it flew away last time, but apparently he didn't. Maybe it got cancelled, maybe it never started to build. Either way, uThermal just continues to move around and drops back into this little location, trades a little bit longer. I mean, what do you do as Guru? At this point, the Terran play is just snowballing out of control. It's so hard to put a stop to this at this point. It's so hard to just make it so that the Terran player stops for a moment and gives you the time you need to stabilize and to get your head into place and to get your units where they need to be. Guru going for a huge counterattack, immediately turns around. He's going to tap out here, and that's going to be uThermal taking the lead in the 0. Now we're smashing it. Incredible. Truly incredible. Of course, you don't want to sub, but you still want to support and let know what's going on, then hit the follow button. Consider that whitelisting from your ad block as well. I'll also just say very quickly before we introduce our players, if you are on the Twitch Prime and you're now getting ad-free streams, do make sure to whitelist us from your ad block, because if you don't, then the ad block will still block the ads and we don't get the ad hit, basically. So whitelist us from the ad block, so it's the Twitch Prime that's doing the ad blocking, not the ad block, basically. So make sure you hit that ad, turn that ad block off if you're on the Twitch Prime now, and you want to support the stream still. I mean, no reason not to, right? You're not going to get ads here anyway, so you're just supporting the stream. You're just supporting the stream, guys. You have to the top left-hand side. Our blue Terran player through. Is it 3 racks or is it 2 racks? 2 racks for now, maybe a third to come. But Reaper Ring in the early stages is going to be uThermal to the top left-hand side. To the bottom right, green Zerg player going to be opening hatch gas pool is Guru. Sometimes you'll see a gas pool opening on Frozen Temple and Galactic Process as a way to just get a step ahead of the very common build order that is the 3 racks Reaper player. So it's not going to be the case here. Second gas from uThermal. Is it going to go into a factory? What do you need a second gas for? I'm very intrigued. I'm very, very, very intrigued to see how this turns out. And we're going to drop down here. We're going to see the Rotoran is starting to build from Guru as well. So he's going straight into this. I mean, he sees... I mean, I guess he's just sort of blind countering it in a way, but... Double gas. Is this just what uThermal did in Galactic and I just failed to see it? Where he does expand and then he just takes the factory and goes from there? Yeah, I suppose it could be. See this Reaper coming in, just going to see the grenade going down. Lava's going to be taking some damage. Nothing too major in the early stages. Natural CC does start now. So again, just 2 racks Reaper. So he did this on Galactic Process, not against Guru, but against Cham. So yeah, I mean, he went into the tank drop. And just sort of went from there afterwards. So intrigued to see how it goes go. And continues here from uThermal now on Frozen Temple, a different map with the same build. Maybe let's just continue to trade away. And it's going to be seeing the Reapers just going to be jumping up here and just continue to trade. We're going to be seeing these Zerglings continue to go down. So feelings continue to go down and in towards the mineral line we see the Reapers going and already 2, sorry. Workers going down. The third one I thought was going to go down but just about survived. As the Ravagers coming in, actually picking off one of the Reapers. So very fast Ravagers out of Guru to help him defend this. As this Reaper's just going to be joining up just up the ramp here. So Reaper's just going to be sitting down in location and we are just going to be seeing him, uThermal, thinking about maybe just continuing to move forwards. Another Reaper through the center. And there's that factory coming down. So we were talking about this and the tech lab comes down instantly because I guess we're just going to see the same build, the tank evac opening, but I'm intrigued to see how it gets used on this map compared to Galactic Process, which has a very natural location to abuse with the tanks in the early stage of the game towards the third base. It's interesting. You're going to see this lair is on the way up here from Guru, so lair is going to be starting to come up, and we just see just a few Reapers over towards the third still. I mean, only 4 Reapers still up. It's not that many to harass with, but still a presence on the map that uThermal holds. First tank on the way. There should be an instantaneous medevac because, again, he wants to set up into the he wants to set up into this sort of tank evac playstyle in the early stages, right? Reaper's going to be hopping back up in towards the main base. A little bit of damage being done, so a couple of drones going to be killed off here. See another grenade going down. It's 4 kills already. Going to be going up to 5, and well, just another drone kill or 2. It's actually been very nice. 6 workers killed. This Reaper should go down to the Queen. These poor Queens are attacking their own extractor. They don't know what's going on in life anymore. They've been turning against their own race. Not pretty. Not pretty at all. But man, those workers going down. But uThermal, for a few moments, there was like 5 workers ahead with the double mule. His economy is very solid right now in the early stages. As we'll be seeing this over tank evac continue coming down in towards the location of the third. So, I mean, again, this is where we sort of see, I mean, because there's not that ledge, it's not as powerful, but it's still able to kite against Ravagers and whatever else. So, just going to be seeing what else is going on. Just seeing this tank picking away at the hatchery, and I mean, another tank evac to come across here too. The double tank evac kind of harassment squad is something we saw a lot, kind of in the earlier stages of Legacy of the Void, I suppose. But it's something we saw in the very early stages of Legacy of the Void, but one thing we haven't really seen for a little bit longer. As we're going to be seeing these tank evacs just dropping down again, Ravagers taking a little bit more damage. I'm just going to be seeing the tanks continue to work their way through this hatchery. So tanks continue to do some damage onto the hatchery, and just picking away at this now. We'll see this third tank coming across the map. Some more tanks coming in as you see Stimpack and combat shields continue to come on up. And those 2 medevacs are going to be lifting and pulling away. The Ravagers are just going to be going forwards. Ooh, uThermal missing one of the lifts, although it doesn't kill the tank, but it does get a little bit lower. The lower it gets, obviously, the more easily picked off it is later. Now 3 tanks in this squad of units, which are just going to drop in. Oh, so close to picking up all these Ravagers. It's so close. You have to be very careful with those. I mean, he loses those Ravagers. That's an expensive group of units to be missing out on. Queen going down here in uThermal. Trying to get another Queen, actually. Has to lift up at the last moment. Those units getting very low, the tanks. Has to be very, very careful with those. Going to loop around once again. Look to see where he's going to be dropping off in the next few moments. Back at home, the third base is up, and he's just setting up into 3 bases. And his harassment's been good. Killed off a Queen or 2 and getting a lot of Ravagers. Didn't actually kill many Ravagers, but got them low. And as we're going to be seeing now, the tanks just pulling up the left-hand side. So tanks just pulling up the left-hand side. And for now, the aggression will cease until we see the double medevac drop loading up. So just another kind of type of aggression now is the tank evacs need to get back home. You know, they need to be repaired, and that's exactly what's going to happen. SCVs come off the line, and I mean they can move out again if they would like to in the very near future once more. So just going to get repaired up, give themselves access onto the map once again here. And we're just going to see the medevacs all lifting up, backing away again. Just what uThermal's been doing all day, looking for openings, looking for ways to trade in the early stages. Just looking to see what he can get up to. So, just going to be seeing the third base still lining up here. And there's those tank evacs lifting and getting ready to go once again. Harassment, harassment, harassment. It's been the story of the day, really. Especially out of uThermal. Single evolution upgrade from Guru is kind of interesting here. Carapace initially, now going into the +1 missiles. Tanks coming back down. See what they can do towards the 4th base. I mean, 3 tanks, even a couple of shots, just do so much onto these Ravagers or Roaches. Actually, a Ravager going down there, so it's really powerful. Just a small, quick pick-off that, again, benefits him greatly. Put him down once more, and he'll stay and kind of trade against these few Roaches. He can lift up when it gets a little bit hairy and It's free damage, because again, as long as he doesn't lose the tanks, as long as his micro's on point, he'll just continue to pick away, and just gets better and better for him. Queen's going to be going down over here in the natural expansion. And as we see, the drop coming in is very successful. Lifts up and then backs away now, so lifts up, backs away, 4 drones dead. Still the tanks to the left-hand side, and uThermal building up behind this. 2-2 upgrades on the way. He'll be a huge upgrade lead here. Only just now is Guru going to start his second Evo. Link speed starts as well, as he'll go into some Ling-based production, I guess, as the game goes by. I see there's a couple of medevacs going to go up the right, and just going to be seeing a group of units still just joining up. Where's this medevac going at? Tank in the main base. Just going to lift that up. I guess uThermal might want to attack here shortly. I mean, he's got a good tank count. He's been harassing throughout. Guru has a lot of units, but let's not get into some infestors. I mean, the thing is on Frozen Temple especially, it's one of these maps where you have a really strong position, because if you set up the tanks down here, the rest of the units can continue to kind of push up the map, or push up the ramp, and see where, see where else you can kind of get to. So, see some tanks unloading, and the Bioforce is going to be pushing up. Here comes the Roach Ravager. Mongol Grove going to land on all the medevacs, though, and that's going to be pretty much every medevac killed. That's a huge loss from uThermal. That's actually incredibly huge. I mean, every medevac going down, well, that's so much healing he misses out on. He can't get away with his tank-a-vacs anymore. This attack, all of a sudden, is a huge commitment from uThermal, whereas previously it was meant to be probably an attack and then kite away when things get a little bit troublesome. Now he loses pretty much everything, and wow, wow, wow. uThermal losing so much there. Medevacs take a little while to rebuild as well, so that really hurts him. As we're going to see these Marines is going to unload to the left side. That one fungal growth of the Biles comboed. Great connections. Changes the momentum of the game so much. Again, it changes the simple sort of, I'm going to harass and see what I can do build, into a, I'm going to literally be stuck here and I have to commit to whatever fight you take. It's a little bit sucky. I mean, he could have unsieged, but if he unsieged, Guru just runs in and fights. And he's expecting it, right? Because the medevacs just went down. So I think it was better to just trade it out and just make the most of the situation, even though it wasn't a very pretty one. I was about halfway done. I mean, uThermal's kind of behind in army here, but you've got to remember he has a set of upgrades ahead. A set of upgrades, not just one upgrade. He's 2-2 against 1-1. So he's a set of upgrades ahead. He's playing against a roach-based composition, so that gives him, his opponent a little bit more supply to play with anyways. And the tech isn't super fast from Guru either. The Ultra's Cavern and Ultra's being effective is still about 2-3 minutes out, so uThermal still has time here. His advantages from early have definitely faded slightly from all that harassment he did. But the game's fairly even, I would say, at this point. About 30 supply down, uThermal in terms of army right now. As we see, Guru instantaneously going to go both Ultra's Cavern Spire and Adrenal Glands once the high finishes up. So just setting up into that Liberated Ghost sort of, Ultraless Corruptor sort of setup. Obviously, we'll expect to see from uThermal the Liberated Ghost kind of way to kind of go about things from our Terran. So we'll see a scan coming down, another creep tumor going down to the right hand side. uThermal doing a really good job of denying creep on both sides, and as Guru comes with his entire army to the right side, he's not going to have anything to the left, and so all of a sudden 4th base falls. It's a small victory from uThermal, just putting himself again in a position where he's just slowing the Zerg player down as the Zerg player tries to hit his late game. And the more he slows him down, the better, because uThermal wants to take his own 4th base. He wants to build up his Liberator count. He wants to get into that late game army of his own, which does take Terran a little bit longer to build into. You don't just get an Ultra's Cavern as a Terran and suddenly build 5-6 Ultras like the Zerg can if they've got the money banked up. It takes you time to build up those Liberators, to get a second starport in play, to get the, to just get everything really rolling. So, have you seen units gathering again from Guru, still getting ready to go once more. A little bit of bio to the left-hand side is going to be still just relocating, and again, seeing what he might be able to get up to here. Gets rid of a roach or so out the front, spotting. Upgrades as well going to be something worth mentioning here. No +3 carapace just yet from Guru because, well, no reason for that, but that does mean that when uThermal hits +3 attack, Ultras are still going to be very engageable for him. And I wonder if uThermal just hits an attack with +3 attack, with his +3 upgrades, because if he can manage to do that, I think it'd be really, really nice, especially considering he is in an upgrade lead and has been for the game. They just put him into a nice little position where he would be pushing an advantage and just trying to do something at a good time for himself, I guess. These medevacs have lost their units, so they're going to head back home and join up, as slowly uThermal's direction of attack will be through the right side of the map. Some tanks left at home. I don't really mind that too much. In a way, they're not really going to add too much to this army. I guess actually there's still a fair few Roach Ravagers in, so it might have been worth bringing them, but uThermal just wants to get over to the right-hand side. We'll be setting the Liberators up here shortly. Another couple of drops to the left. He knows this hatchery is in position down here, so he wants to deny that. Already Guru, some positions, units in location, way more than what uThermal's committing to kill this. And he gets the kill as well, no cancel or anything. You can see the Infester. uThermal has not seen the Infester, otherwise he would have targeted it down, I'm sure. He's just not paying attention over here. As the Fungal does come down in the end. Big fight to the right-hand side, though. This is why uThermal isn't paying attention. Ultra's Cavern will fall. 3 Ultras have already been added on. Kindness Plating is finished as well, so that's important upgrades. Already finished here from Guru. You'll see that hatchery taking some damage. Natural will go down then. Or will it? Actually, yeah, uThermal doing the smart thing. Pull him back before he gets chopped up by those Ultras' claws. The +3 attack, again, we mentioned it, it makes these Ultras so engageable still in the late game scenario. He needs the +3 Carapace, Guru does. We're going to see a lot of infested Terrans. Interesting choice when going up against this sort of composition where actually Fungals would do such a good job of locking these units down and allowing the Ultras to attack. Natural falls now. uThermal still has to sort of find a way out to the right-hand side or to the top side, and he does find it. Just always kind of poking out in front of his Liberators and then pulling back towards them whenever Guru looks as though he might actually commit in towards the fight here. No Queens with energy, and so the Ultras will actually die when they get low, and like what we've seen previously today, Corrosive Bars dropping down, Liberators starting to fall as the Corruptors will help out as well. uThermal kiting backwards still. The last Ultras goes down. I don't think we saw the Ultra Cavern being rebuilt, so no more Ultras coming up anytime soon. As the last couple of Liberators get actually one more shot killing off one more Ravager just before they go down to the Corruptors. Guru has a fairly supply deficit, but does have money in the bank, but what's he going to spend it on? He's got, like, Roach Ravager Corruptor is like a mid-game composition compared to the late game which he finds himself in at this point. No Ultras Cavern rebuilt, and uThermal will not necessarily know there's no Ultra Cavern rebuilt. I love this. Just another drop, checking to see if that hatchery's back up. Knowing the denial of economy here is so important as we continue in this game. Finds a few drones, and that will deny the base from coming down for now, so good stuff. And as he sees the entire army over here, Corruptors and all, maybe it instigates an attack from the center or so. At least a little bit of a creep clearing squad. So we're going to move forwards. And Guru is actually just going to type out GG, a drop to the right-hand side. And Guru is going to tap on out. uThermal wins the series and wins the cup with a 3-1 victory in the finals. Wins 3 in a row after